Hey everyone, Virtua Recoil here. I'm here with Michael per the usual.
Yes.
Well, how you doing today, Mr. Michael? Got anything fun going on? What's happening?
I slept today. I woke up today and I ate food.
Yeah, sounds pretty eventful.
Yeah. It
sounds
was very eventful. Yeah.
sounds like pretty much the average American day.
Yeah. Damn Skippy.
Well, I guess to tell you a little bit about my day, um, I woke up, did the same as
I,
you. Uh, Dealt with government shenanigans, per the
nope,
usual.
I didn't.
Um,
Point.
and yeah, uh, I had to go get fucking individual protective equipment because I have Catum tomorrow. So yeah, had that go on today, and
Don't lie to me.
it
You were in
was,
your room gooning to anime women all day, weren't you?
dude, you're not supposed to tell them that part. I'm kidding. No.
You know me.
Jeez Louise, Sato fucking call him the guy who just doesn't know how to keep a secret. I guess only for business though, right?
Yes.
Um, speaking only for business.
Ah,
Well,
3-month-old joke.
yeah, because it is a 3-month-old joke because we got ourselves a new joke, a new one, and it goes by the name VShojo. So,
Ooh.
mhm,
Yes.
let me just break this down.
Rabble rabble.
Yeah. Yeah, let's break this down exactly how this whole scenario came to be and why VShojo is currently standing on its own grave as we currently speak. So, pretty much big things to know about what's going on if you do not already know. The catalyst to all the madness in the past 24 to 48 hours all began with Iron Mouse posting a video to her channel stating how VShojo has not only exploited her, but also has withheld her rightfully earned money for both herself and the cause that she was raising money for, being the IDF, the Immune Deficiency Foundation. I am extremely happy to report that hours after this shitstorm of a freaking fucking fallout, Mouse's fundraiser goal has been absolutely demolished, and I want to thank everybody for that as a fellow fan. We here at Virtua Recoil, we have also donated to it, and Mouse deserves all the praise. Such a sweetheart, everything. Please, if you have not, if you can, try to go help her out. Also, if you're a
Hmm.
fan of her as well. Um, so now, currently, last time I had checked before the filming of this video, we were over the $500,000 raised, crushing the original goal that they had set, being 10,000. And funny enough, getting into more of the details, Iron Mouse has had over damn near $1 million withheld from her that is her money by VShojo, and 500,000 of that was supposed to go to the Immune Deficiency Foundation. And yeah, so that is where VShojo pretty much lies. It is a complete fucking shitstorm, and yeah, there's more to speak about. Michael, what do you have to say about this
I'm looking at
dilemma?
right now. And right now, as of right now, is currently going up as we speak. Uh, right now it's at $674,149.44 and counting.
Awesome ass work, guys. Awesome ass work.
Yeah, and right now, uh, let's see, uh, with the top donors and everything, right now, as of right now, the top donor is Lone Wolf 7701 with a whopping $16,000, not
Holy.
1,600, 16,000 dollars. Jast with 15,555. Gamer Sus with 15,000. Shy Lily bringing up fourth with $12,000. Then VTube Studio, Potato, Doki Bird, Mint, and VGen bringing up the rear with 10,000.
Well, pretty much every single one of those donors that you just listed off would have crushed the original goal on the fundraiser page of 10,000. And all I can say is thank you. Even though I am not a member of the IDF or anything like that, just thank you because pretty much I'll just put this out there for everyone to hear, just so this is known from the very beginning of this video. I am a staunch and heavy defender and supporter, both professionally and personally, of capitalism and always will be. I always will be. But I will come out and say anytime Big Corpo, VShojo in this instance, does shady dealings like this, and they, as the employer, exploit their employees, because I say employees as in plural. Iron Mouse is not the only one. We'll get to that. Because if you're not already up to date, yeah, VShojo. Um, Before we even started, when we were gathering the data for this video, there was already the belief that these are the dying days of VShojo. I am pretty much here to tell you today is going to be the day that is on the tombstone for the death of VShojo. Because what they did as a big corpo and withholding money from not only Iron Mouse but other employees that they have, you know what? This is every little bit of the deserving death they should receive because, for the simple fact, what you did was not right. And anytime that you have a situation like this rise up, I think anyone who could ever even try to stand on the side of VShojo in this instance, I mean, I'm not here to say, that you're a bad person. Don't even take that as the instant. But I will honestly say,
Excuse me.
though, you need to maybe reconsider some things. Just saying, especially in a situation like this, because the truth is in the pudding here, folks. There is more shit that reeks from this whole thing than there is roses that reeks from this whole thing. And
It's
what's
it's
this I'm seeing?
blatantly yeah.
Cinder.
Yeah, do you want to break that?
You break it. It's all you.
I was just looking at the full list and everything. Like, we like college football. Okay, so I'll look at the top 25 here. I'll say, okay, some random people, like then like some like Sea Dog V8 at 23, and then a couple other people. Then Zentre at 18, okay, with 5,500. Then there's Jolly Old Cinder at 6,000.
I see a lot of sixes there.
Yeah,
I mean, hey, I tell you what though. I mean, she means it in, I would hope, her form of the kindest fashion. Cinder
yeah,
is a questionable character
yeah.
as we currently
No,
speak.
not a very good number in my opinion to use, but I guess that's for shtick.
I mean,
And also but we're not here to talk about that.
yeah.
We're not here to talk about that. That's old news.
That
Old news.
was before Virtua Recoil was even a thing.
Yeah,
Uh, but yeah, I
just a little
am.
funny tee hee ha ha that I
Yeah,
decided to
I,
just
I mean,
stumbled upon.
hey, what can I say? If Darth Vader could redeem himself, who knows? Maybe there's room for Cinder to redeem herself.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Um, so going further in, chopping into this cake here. Many fellow members of the VTuber community and a plethora of various internet personalities have also touched on this as well. We are as well. Um, Definitely not as big as some of the ones though, and the one I'm about to say, soon, but the one I'm going to reference now though, most importantly, the person that is on the side of Iron Mouse to no surprise is Sea Dog, and Sea Dog was pretty quick out there with it as pretty much Iron Mouse's best friend and most noble ally that she has by her side. Uh, yeah, Sea Dog, like pretty much everyone on this damn thing that we're about to talk about is disgusted with VShojo, and rightfully so, especially Sea Dog working as much as he has with Iron Mouse vicariously through VShojo. Uh, Michael, what do you have to think? Well, it's not really what you have to think, but I think you can honestly agree with me. Sea Dog has every reason to be just as infuriated as Iron Mouse.
Oh yeah, because he did the Cyclophon stuff, which most of that 500K was supposed to go towards,
Yeah,
and that's where most of the because him, Chris Broad, and a couple of other his buddies and everything were going out all through the hills of Japan and everything on fucking bicycles in rain, hot heat, and everything, busting their ass and everything like fucking madmen just for fucking charity and everything. But here's VShojo withholding all that money, and they have every right to be angry and everything. It's just ridiculous. And honestly, this is because I remember back in April listening, oh, the Sender thing was such a backstab and everything. This is horrible. But VShojo said, hold my beer. This is like a biggest like backstab and everything because this is what gave a lot of them their careers and like give them that extra boost and everything and like not paying some of them and it's like because I think it started when Batara left. I'm like okay, all right, this is kind of odd, and then a month or two later Giga left. I'm like okay, all right, it's okay, a little concerned, and then when Zentraya left, that's when my alarm bell started going off because I'm like, okay, that's one of the like the biggest foundation to like the brand and everything. I'm like, okay, as long as Iron Mouse, and as soon as I thought that, there goes Iron Mouse, I'm like, yep, that was pretty much, and with what she said and everything, yeah, that pretty much, and with all them leaving and some of them saying, hey, we can't explain in detail because of NDA and stuff, some fishy was going on in the background. Something not good. Something was sneaking up the porta potty.
well, because
You know what I mean?
if you do recall, there was a lot of inner rumblings about 3 days ago, inner rumblings. Uh, Things were not so good over at the VShojo headquarters, and yeah, they weren't lying because I'm not here, put on my tinfoil hat and come out with the conspiracies. That is not me. But I think anybody with two eyeballs, two ears, and a semi-working brain in between can put together that the reason why those inner rumblings started about 3 days ago about the state of VShojo, and it wasn't so apparent, but it was definitely the bells were ringing that hey, my spider senses are going off. Something is not right. Because then, as of yesterday, Iron Mouse released that video. So I think it's every inkling in my body to believe that they knew that video was coming out, and the inner rumblings were very well known across not only the VShojo community, the whole VTuber community, both former and current. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I think yeah, there was a lot of shit going on. Yeah, that's stinky.
Yeah.
Um,
And this is also kind of reminding me too, because I remember like way back in the day in early YouTube, everyone wanted to be part of Machinima and all that stuff, and then that fell through.
yeah,
I feel like this is the modern day equivalent to that. Like where like all the big agencies and everything, like yeah, they have some good like they help like give you that step up and everything, and they help out and everything and all that, but it's yeah, it ain't good nowadays because right now they're seeing like in the contracts and stuff and how exploitive it can be towards that like because what pisses me off the most is like V Shoujo was like, oh, we're talents first and everything. If they decide to leave, they get to keep all their IP. They have the freedom to stream as much or as little as they want, and dotty do. And uh, and I think it's kind of weird how when because Fruit was on hiatus for a while, just
yeah.
like with like burnout and stuff. And
Hmm.
how much do you think that burnout was caused by the inner workings of V Shoujo, and she just happened to come back right when Iron Mouse, like a day before Iron Mouse does that video?
Oh, dude, 100%.
I feel like they were talking behind the scenes, like, hey, I think part of me thinks some of this was coordinated in some way.
Oh, I can honestly tell you that the cracks were in the armor already because I will come out and say this, and it's to no fault of Iron Mouse. Don't take this as me faulting her. Like I said, sweet as can be, lovely lady, everything. Um, if you notice, I with the break of this, I found myself on Sea Dog's channel the other day, and I watched what was it? I think they were playing through BioShock, right? And they were playing through BioShock. I noticed that she was, she, a little tired, whatnot. I know she has her condition, stuff like that, things that make it a little hard. But I will be honest with you, through certain things, I could tell something wasn't quite exactly all the way right. Not with her personally, but like there was like an aura in the air in some of the ways that you could tell that she wasn't as bouncy and as usually excited Iron Mouse can really find herself. Not done wrong when you're sitting through a game for 7-8 hours. Yeah, it kind of does it to you. But there was some parts where it felt like Connor, you know, you, him being excited, all this other stuff. And yeah, you could just tell that yeah, like she would be happy, whatever, and play along with it. But it wasn't compared to like I don't know, like what, a year or so ago when they were playing like through some of the Final Fantasy games together. Um, I think a lot of this shit has been showing, and it's been showing for a long time, very long time. Uh, yeah. So now, jumping into our next thing here regarding this whole situation, because oh, folks, does this situation keep on going, and it's only going to keep on going, because we're not even in the courts yet. No more than 8 hours after release of uh, what you call it, no more than a couple hours. Sorry, got mixed track there. No more than a couple hours after Iron Mouse had released her video, the internet's equivalent to a nuclear bomb being dropped on any situation that has the stench, the stain of controversy, was dropped on it by Moist Critical, with him addressing the situation in a video. Uh, in the video, Charlie goes on to make it extremely clear that these agencies involved in VTubing are shady at best, and crooked at worst, pretty much. Especially when it comes to the management of their talent, and it's in the contract said talent is locked into. I think not only is VShojo, like, man, VShojo is on the frying pan right now. They're the burger being cooked. And by cooked, I mean fucking burnt down to charcoal. Uh, but it's pretty obvious that VShojo is a little bit more out there with the controversy, but you would be lying. I'd be lying, not you, but me. I'd be lying to you if I told you I don't have these same thoughts about Hololive and the rest of them. I would be lying to you if I told you I didn't have these same thoughts.
Honestly, excuse me. Honestly, the only good, somewhat good agency is Hololive because honestly, the past like 2 years, the like thorn in the English side and everything has been Niji Sanji in because what happened with Selene, now Doki Bird and everything, and her storming back and being twice as popular as she was and everything, and a lot of the former Niji people going indie and being more successful then, and because on how mismanaged the English side is
Oh
on
yeah.
Niji Sanji, and then it's just mind-boggling because everyone thought, okay, the two good ones were Hololive and VShojo, and then here comes VShojo being almost damn near on the same level. I mean, not as bad as Niji Sanji because Niji Sanji's done some horrific shit, but it's like it's almost to that level. And like you said, it has the legality shit hasn't come out yet, and who knows, we might find more skeletons in the closet once we get to that point. And yeah, this is yeah, some some good good. Yeah, it's it's like a nice good old fashioned train wreck that's fires going off, and you're just hearing the screams from the inside of the train. That being the VShojo executives and everything scrambling to put out a quick response. Which let me check here. Do, 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 do. Have they said anything yet? No, they
Oh,
haven't said anything
pretty
yet.
much
But
the
on
only.
their X here. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. The only thing that I have seen thus far is spoken directly from the bigwigs over at the tower in Japan, known as VShojo headquarters. Is the phone call with Kason. That
Yeah, with
is,
the JP branch and everything.
yeah,
Yeah.
that is the only thing directly I have heard from them.
来たおかなと I quit VShojo today
はい
VShojo やめます今日
はい
はい31日予定でしたけど今日やめますI quit
The JP CEO said that the JP branch was doing well financially, and Kason responds says, "So why don't you pay me then?" Then quit like 2 seconds later, and all of a sudden you hear them go, "Oh, hi, hi,"
Y-
and it's like, hey, that's it.
Yeah,
And pretty much there is no active members of VShojo as of right now, pretty much.
pretty much.
Officially or unofficially, but everyone's on their way out.
I think it is quite apparent and quite obvious. Also, by the way, if any of you happen to be avid lovers of not VShojo, I don't think there's any of those left anymore. But Senpai
I
Squad,
mean,
make
yeah,
sure you go on Senpai Squad. They're running a thing right now. You could black out the VShojo stuff on these things because they still have the VTubers, which I mean they have nothing to do with what's going wrong, and
right.
that
I was
is
about to say
yeah.
you can hate the organization, but the talents and everything, they're the people we should be supporting and stuff.
And the good thing that Senpai Squad's doing right now, and like I said, we're not advertised by them, but anything to help Iron Mouse and the organization that she supports, all of the proceeds on VShojo stuff, that is VShojo and Senpai Squad collab, it's first come first serve now. They will not be producing anymore, and what is remaining that is sold, all of that money will go to the Immune Deficiency Foundation. All of it will, in support of Iron Mouse. So, yeah, if there was something you really liked, now would be a good time to buy it because one, it's going to be the last time you can buy it, and two, it's going to be also for a good cause. Like I said, that goated effort by Senpai Squad, if I do say so myself.
Oh yeah, and I bought their products in the past and everything, and shit, I have one the Zentrea and the Giga sticker on my PC case, and I was waiting avidly for them to release more Giga stuff, and I guess we're not going to do that anytime soon, unless she
Well,
partners with them directly and everything. But
I can honestly say them doing this more than makes it pretty obvious on whose side they're on. So I think anyone that is former VShojo, and if you know Senpai Squad and all that gets in link, who knows? Branding deals can be on the way, and or collaboration deals can be on the way again without VShojo attached. Uh, but yeah, further going on what Charlie said. Yeah, so no more than 8 hours after the release of Charlie's videos. Because pretty much, like I said, anytime Moist he touches anything involving internet dealings or controversy and whatnot, that is officially the atomic bomb being dropped on the whole situation. And by God, yes. Nuclear warfare it was, and it was at VShojo because right after that, more and more as more and more has steadily come out about this whole thing. There, well, actually, this is my even thing that I'm reading here now is actually incorrect because there's not even an exponentially growing belief. There is a guaranteed no that pretty much VShojo's days and its big corpo's bank account are numbered. As now pretty much all of VShojo's assets, being their employees, yeah, have either announced their their removal from them, or they will be announcing their removal from VShojo, renouncing their allegiance to the company and going freelance, which brings me on
It's
to
honestly better for them anyway at this rate.
100%, because this brings me on to my next point. I believe, granted, now this is where we get into the I believe parts of what I foresee happening and how it goes. I believe this is the start of a revolution of sorts in the VTuber community. I think you are going to even see from across the aisle, being even some of the Hololive folk, start pushing hard and heavy eventually. Maybe not due to the same amount of controversy, God, I hope, but more or less just going freelance and ending the days of entertainment companies being in the entertainment VTuber companies, ending the days of that and going freelance and controlling your own brand and your own image. That's pretty much what I see so far. Not the list that I am reading here. Granted, things can happen as I speak. The ones who have more than made or has made their announcement is Iron Mouse, Root, Kason, Michi, Amelie, Kuro, Henya, Hime, Haruka, Project Melody, Peke, Naki, Hotaru, and Hestia Happiness. That's what I have. At least some of them have made it where their VShojo stuff is not on their X anymore. So pretty much, I think, giving an image of what the future has to hold.
Yeah, and I just saw some on my end here that pretty much apparently from Henya's stream when she was separating because she's no longer in VShojo anymore as officially now.
Yep.
And apparently, she found out that her birthday merch that was selling on the website and everything because they do like birthday celebration merch
Yeah.
where sometimes it was never shipped to the ones who have purchased the items, and her manager and attorney are now handling the situation, and she'll update fans as soon as she can. And this situation is obviously heartbreaking for her because those who know her history, she was practically almost like bullied off the face of the internet for not playing it, but alluding to playing the Hogwarts Legacy game, and people dogged on her old account to where she had to leave the internet for like a good solid, I think, like a month or two, and then she was reintroduced to the world as Henya, and then she was successful again and everything.
Oh man, this entertainment biz. I tell you what.
Yeah.
Very, very, very nasty stuff. Big thing I want to make note here. Over here at Virtua Recoil, we are not doing this towards disparagement of any property in this, but we are doing this for the righteousness of these amazing people, being these VTubers. Because pretty much all of them that I just listed off, even through some of their own personal controversies, they are good at heart and they are very talented and they deserve what they have worked for and they should have earned. But yet, as it seems the recurring theme in this whole topic, Big Corpo reared its ugly head, and now they're about to, hopefully, once this is settled in the courts, because yeah, there ain't no doubt, this is going to go to a national court for our English partners over here, and it's definitely going to probably go over to a court over there in the land of the rising sun, over in the JP division. I can pretty much tell you the courts are going to look at this. They're going to look at the contract because the lawyer has already broke it down on X that pretty much you would think for a company that was damn near so dong on set on screwing its assets, you think they would have a lot of fucking clauses within those contracts that would stop a moment from this taking them to the cleaners. Well, I hope you got your hair conditioner and your soap bars because they are about to get cleaned. There is not going to be a penny to the name of VShojo by the end of this. And these content creators, these VTubers, are about to ring in a cash day, I believe. And heaven forbid,
Especially Iron Mouse.
especially Iron Mouse, yes. And then also Kason as well. Uh,
Yeah.
especially those two. Because Kason is also looking over the figures of a mill that she is owed. It is quite obvious that they are about to get clean for every penny that they have, and rightfully so. I mean, ain't no way around it.
Yeah, and also another thing I saw earlier was that around this time last year they're doing just after AX, they said, auditions and everything, and apparently this is not confirmed or anything, but uh, those people who made it through the auditions or whatever, they may not maybe never be debuting because the money cuts, because there was internal money cuts, and a lot of people were pretty much shown the door to save money with not even 2 weeks notice, some of like a day notice almost, but that's not been confirmed yet.
Well, and Lord, let me.
If these allegedly, so if all these are allegedly true, that's more stake to the fire.
Oh yeah, I mean, because Lord, let me tell you, when these court dates come out, it's gonna be awkward. Uh, I don't know how they're gonna handle, like Iron Mouse, for instance, kind of keeping her identity locked in tight. Um,
I'm sure there'll be a way,
there should be a way to keep it kind of anonymous.
because she's done official events before and then say, "Oh, it's Iron Mouse."
Yeah. It should be all right. But the big thing is, Lord knows. Let me tell you this, good buddy. Those court dates come up. They start going through the files. They go through the bank accounts. They go through everything. Because then, first thing they're going to do too is they're going to look at the CEO's bank accounts, their personal bank accounts. Lord, let me tell you, if a lot of these cuts,
Little gun run.
a lot of these cuts that these potential VTubers that were possibly on the way, the audition made it, and now are being told, sorry, the door's over there. I ain't got money. Let it be known that the reason why they got showed the door is not because they don't have money. It's actually, it's because they don't have money. It's because they spent all the money that they were supposed to give to their current talent. Like, pretty much, like, not too long ago, like, my pops, for instance, Teamster, everything. Their pensions got fucked over when Central States basically had a nice vacation on all their pension money. And their pensions got fucked up. And there's a big reason why a lot of them, their retirement date went from somewhere between like 53, 54, 55, like a good age to retire. All of a sudden, some of them were looking at 70 when they could retire because their money that they had paid into for X amount of time, many of years, was spent by guess who? Big CEOs at Big Corpo having a good time, thinking, oh yeah, money will replace itself. Let that be known. If that does come out, shoo-wee, don't be wrong. They're going to get a big payday. The employees are going to get a big payday, being Iron Mouse and all of them. But there ain't going to be even a pair of underwear to be found for these fucking CEOs.
Oh yeah, this is they're gonna clean house on their asses.
Yeah.
And it's not if they do, it's when they do.
Yeah. Because now it's
Because
just,
this is almost an open and shut case almost.
it's a matter of just pretty much as soon as Iron Mouse's lawyer team gets this all, pretty much all these people, when their legal team get all their shit put together, which pretty much with this, it should be a pretty quick bang boom kind of process because it seems like the writing is right on the wall about what's happening here.
And I wouldn't be too surprised if Kaison's team and Iron Mouse's team and probably any of the other VShojo people, if they're doing any legality stuff, they'll be teaming up too, just to double whammy them.
Oh yeah, I can pretty much assure you, the EN division, those guys are going to be pretty tight knit, and then the JP division going to be pretty tight knit, and there's going to be a lot of collaboration between both the JP and the EN. VShojo. Yeah, like I said, this is a freaking microcosm of just shit of what this is. This is the big reason why a lot of people get pissed off at corporations and whatnot is because of exploitative efforts like this that sadly enough, you can say, oh, well, yep, won't happen to me. Well, the moment you say it won't happen to me, guess what? You just doomed it into existence. Because for simple fact, this is not just VShojo, this is everywhere. I mean, with a lot of these big corporations, this is everywhere. And VShojo is just the one that, people can argue that VTubing is a niche. I don't think it's a niche because when you look on Twitch and even YouTube streams, some of the top streamers you'll ever find, guess what's at the top? VTubers. And I know Sato over here, and many other people I do know, they watch a lot of streaming, and they watch VTubers. So I think it's pretty safe to say that VShojo was a company that at its inception really felt like something that could go toe to toe with Hololive, especially with the amount of talent they had. Because by God, when you look at the talent this company's had and what they like, where they're at now, it's like looking at a freaking Bill Belichick coaching tree, or famous coaching trees in football. It's fucking insane. But yeah, they were fragged up to be the next ones to go in the ring with Hololive and go punch for punch possibly. But yeah, we can pretty much kiss that whole thing goodbye because VShojo, as we currently speak, I am pretty sure. I can't even say Amazing Grace is being played because that'd be too nice for them.
Yeah, it's more or less they're just dumping the body into the Las Vegas the big body of water that used to be by Las Vegas that started drying up, and they found all these barrels from like the 50s that had bodies inside of them. People who've been missing.
They're about to go right
That's
next.
where they're going.
They're about to go right next to Hoffa underneath MetLife Stadium. And actually, I can't even say that because we still kind of don't know what happened with him. It's gonna be obvious what happened to VShojo. So yeah, I think pretty much big things that we hit on today. More is gonna come out of this, and by God, we are going to be right on the spot when it does. Especially when the court dates come out and when they have court dates. Michael, you have anything else that you would like to be known on this situation?
Not anything that's been said already. It's just it just boils down to that. Like I said, this is like history doesn't repeat itself, but it does rhyme. This is pretty much like what happened in the 2010s, late 2000s, early 2010s, with the downfall of Machinima and other big conglomerates like that on YouTube. When they like the old YouTube partnerships and everything, and this is just a rhyme of the same song that's going on right now.
To give a funny at the end of this, the situation itself is not funny, not at all. But someone posted something on X that made me laugh. It went along the lines of, it's bad when this guy outlives VShojo, and it was a picture of Darkside Phil, or it was the gif of Darkside Phil. Like, it's bad when the guy outlives.
Why am I so toxic?
Why am I toxic? It's bad when the guy who doesn't know how to keep his camera on when it needs to be on and keep it off when it needs to be off outlives your company. So with that, I would like to gratefully thank you for showing up. This is our first time doing this whole situation. Expect a lot more of these. As me and Michael knows, we can talk to our face goes blue on a lot of things throughout the night. big things. I just want to say thank you for coming by, and yeah, don't forget to lock on. Thanks, everybody. See ya.